Hey there. So welcome to Color a Weirdie Day. It's Blind Pick Friday, and I'll be picking from this one, the Chen House, because that's the one that I have in a case where it's easy to pick. And I think we're gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I think we're gonna go for 9 colors. Hi, Chris. So I'm just gonna put my hand in it. Or maybe Victoria will pick, but I think I'll pick today. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, whoops, I got 4. Hi Bertha, I got 5, got 6, I got 7, I got 8, and I got 9. I have to see this one if that one has enough color, but I think so. It looks like it. Yeah. So that's 9 colors. So there's a sort of a yellow orange here. There is a gray. I think it's. Then we got here a sort of olive green, another kind of green, more like a yellow green. Then we got a sort of red orangey. Then we got another more like a grass green here. Then we got sort of a yellow red, it's more like a brownish, maybe mustard, I don't know, not sure. Then we got a turquoisey one, green yellow, which looks like a light turquoise. And then we got a purple, which is a sort of a pink purple, I think. So that's that. Hi Bev, hi Tammy, hi Tina. So that's the 9. And then I'm just gonna dig in there and start out with the first color on. So I'm gonna start here. And since it goes in 9, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is the 9. It's actually pretty simple, isn't it? Because I made the count from the area there. It's all swirling around. Maybe reload the page. Digit, everyone. Hi, Holly. So then I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to start in here. Pretty, isn't it? And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's a 9. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. Okay, you can see now. That's great. Hi, Marianne. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the 9. It's going pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no more 9s there. How to go, Cabs? Yeah. Probably best, Bev. Then we're going to start with this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. It's a very nice pink with a sort of purple undertone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. I'm just going to get this counting out and over with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll be, actually there's like 4 greenish. So it'll be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's a 9. So here, I think I'm going to go for this one in the middle so that I can develop it out on both sides, which is pretty neat. Like that. And that will continue over here. And that will continue right here. And right there. And up there. So we've got that going. And here I think we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. Getting this out of the way now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. It's a good thing, I think. These two I'll start in here. Like that. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 9. I'm sorry, it's just easier to get the counting done. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta reboot. Hi, Kathy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. So we're well on our way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. So That fits with the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. So it will develop pretty quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was up. Had to take the toys to school today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. And that didn't feel like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That fits. So I had to pick her up because he decided that we weren't going out at all today. Hi Tracy. Hi Ross. Hi Tina. Great to see you. So I've actually been up since real early this morning, since 6:30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. So I've fell asleep a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. And as you can see, that clearly fits too. Oh, that sounds lovely. Grapes and M&Ms. That's a good lunch. I think Victoria would definitely be supportive of that, as am I. We're all for good, healthy lunches. That includes M&Ms. Grapes are wonderful too. Victoria loves the red grapes, the red seedless grapes. That's the ones they have to be. So here we got this one going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. So I actually had a long day. I got some work done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. I got the Fed editions covers for the 366 2020 book. I got the covers done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. And I got those 3 books uploaded to KDP. So that's good. I got something worked out. I got vectored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, all between the time that I took Victoria to school and I had to get her again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. And I have like a big cold, which is annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9. So now we got everything covered with this one. So now, actually my plan is to do the back, going back with the colors first here. Hi Rose, hi Shanna. We have major sugar cravings. So here we're gonna go with the back, going backwards, then we'll go forwards that way. So I'm gonna do that. Since this is the only place we're gonna go backwards, then I'm just gonna do that first so that I don't get confused and veer off my plan here. So now, so when we had to go to the shopping center because Victoria has to go to the birthday party of her friend, the one we went to Roskilde with in the summer holiday day. Next Friday, she's having a birthday party, and Victoria wanted to make sure that she got her presents in order, in good time. So I had promised we could go to the shopping center today, um, so that she could shop for presents for her friend. So now the next one is the grey. For the backtrack here, it's a lovely grey. I mean, these three colors are fine. It's going to be interesting now that the greens are going to hit them hard. It's kind of some funky colors. I mean, it's really blind. I mean, it's funny that there's so many greens, but the other colors, I don't know if they at all will match up with all the green, but we'll see. You know, that's the funny and liberating part of a blind pick, that you're not spending hours or or getting stuck in spending time to decide which colors you're using, because you just pick them and use whatever you grabs. So here we go. So yeah, so when we got home from the shopping center, it was actually, I just checked out messages and read a few messages, um, and then I was really really tired, so I fell asleep. So I had quite a over an hour's nap, like an hour and 15 minutes or something. But that's good. I needed it. I was really tired. Um, Hi Beth, lovely to see you. So I was pretty, and then I had promised Victoria we could see a little bit of Goosebumps. They said like small series, small episodes. They're only like 22 minutes each. Now we're gonna go forward. So we just saw 2 episodes of Goosebumps so that we had something nice to see together. We had something quick in the shopping center to eat so that I didn't have to buy for food and stand and make food as well. Um, this kitchen's starting to look like crap again. I forgot this one here. And I'm gonna put this one in here. And this is gonna go right around here. This will go around here. And here. And here. Beautiful, this light turquoisey color. Really pretty color. I mean, I'm happy with all the colors that I've tried so far from the set. I think they're really uh, good in the colors. So I got that in there. I'm just going to go here. So, isn't it? So yeah, I have a cold, but it's not that bad today. It gets worse sometimes when I'm sneezing a lot. But right now, luckily, I'm not sneezing. So I'm a little bit under the weather, but that will be fine. It will be fine. It's just the weather changing, and then I usually get a cold, so it's no biggie. It's the same as always. But yeah, so we just had a chill out day today. Victoria and the school because they're going to be moving school. So today and Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday they start in the renovated school. They've been in some container barracks the last couple of years. So while they were renovating the school and building it bigger, and then on Wednesday they start in the new, you get their new classroom. So that's pretty exciting. So both today and on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, they'll be going on trips. Today they went to the experimentarium, and Monday and Tuesday they'll be going to some sort of gymnastics thing. So there'll be buses in the morning picking them up and coming with them in the afternoon. So that's interesting. 3 days where they're going out on tours. That's also nice, and you get to see something different. Yes, he did. He did die a few years ago. He was a great actor, a great big actor. He did die a few years ago. I know, I read about it when he died, when he passed. He was great in that movie. So now we got this one. Victoria. Victoria is still a fart machine. I don't know how to stop that. Maybe it will stop naturally at some point. But she got all the presents wrapped really beautifully. They had this rainbow color gift wrapping paper. It just looked great. So now we're on to the next one, the yellow red. My back is still hurting and my hips are hurting, so it's not really any better. So here we go. We're gonna see this one. Yeah, it's sort of like a rusty orange. Beautiful actually color. I like that color. Don't know how well it goes with the other two so far, but it's a nice color. It's strong. Are you talking about Beauty and the Beast? I actually think I did see that once. It's Victoria. Have you seen den der skønheden og udyret, den film engang? Yeah, I think we did see it. Yeah, with Emma Watson. Hvad fanden var det, du lavede nu? Blobbet. Victoria just made a big blob. You can always count on sound effects from Victoria. That's sort of like a given at any time. Sound effects. Mainly farting sound effects. Machine gun farting sound effects. That she's been like eloquent at executing since she was born. Extremely skilled farter. So I'm living with the fart machine. So we got this one here. I don't think we're gonna get all the colours in this one. Oh yeah, we might down here. So that's always something. But it's sort of like a rusty orange. It's a beautiful colour though. I mean, I haven't been disappointed in any of the colours of this set yet. If I had more money, I'd probably buy a couple more. Just to have them handy, you know. Because they're really good as basic cheap markers. Because I think the base price is even, when you calculate it out, it's cheaper than what I paid for the tiger markers. And I got a whole lot more interesting colours as well. Like, I mean, I love my tiger markers and colours, but I think that these are great. Hi, Lindsay. I didn't see any Disney live action yet, so I don't know. Um, I'm not really one for the cinema. I prefer to sit at home on my couch to watch movies. Don't like the restrictions in the cinema, and I don't like being closed in a room with that many people. It's not really for me. I have found a small cinema that we've gone to a few times on some premieres, and that one never really fills up, and it's really, really tiny. So there's not room for that many people in there. So there's never going to be really a lot, and then usually it doesn't fill up. It's on a voluntary basis, but then it is a bit cheaper than the other cinemas. But we have to travel by bus and train to get there. But we've been there on a few occasions. I don't think I've watched anything new lately. I mean, if I've been to the cinema, it's been more something for Victoria. At home, I just watch the stuff that comes on Netflix, and you see. So I got plenty to choose from, but I'm having a hard time finding movies that I want to see. But that's also because I'm more into like dark thrillers and serial killer movies and stuff like that. The horror movies and yeah, dark thrillers, crime thrillers, psychological thrillers, stuff like that. And I don't think there's any. I'm not that much into. I'm not into action or war or anything else. Yeah, I fall asleep too in the movie house. I did when we went. We went with the help organization. They had invited us to the movies. It was a Christmas movie. Was it The Grinch? Which Christmas movie was it? Or was it some Danish? I don't know. I mean, literally, I have no clue because I fell asleep while we were at the movie theater. Totally fell asleep. So it was a great evening, great afternoon. I was just like sleeping. It's turned out to fit very well. It's a nice green color. But, yeah. Yeah. Progress naturally. Yeah. It's going to be an interesting combination of colors this blind pick. Nice. So yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather, so my voice cords are a little bit pulled up. But yeah, I did. I got my vectoring done. I'm having a lot of those choppy eggs, so that's a good thing. So at least Easter is safe. Egg time's anytime, but there will be a new egg book, that's for sure. I don't know if I will be a new Christmas book because I haven't moved in on Christmas. I want Valentine's. I don't know. I just love so much to draw eggs. So that's the one thing that's it's a given. There will be eggs. Yeah, and then of course I got those covers done, which means that now they have been uploaded to KDP, and so I'm just waiting for them to tell me that it's been released and is live on Amazon. Then the three big editions of the next year's book, the 366 2020, the three big edition books will be out there. So then you can sort of choose if you want the big edition without any text lines, and that's a square format of 7.5 by 7.5. Or if you want the traditional 366 version. So both options will be out there and available, and all the Weirdie books, all the 12 Weirdie books of next year is already on Amazon. So we're prepared there. So now next step is that I gotta prepare the banners, next year's freebies, promo picks. It's a lot. And while I do that, I also do next year's Weirdie tracker. So that will be great. There we go. So we got that covered. It's always nice to have the stuff done. Okay. Wow, there's places where you can bring the dog. There's no places, I mean, where you can be that comfortable here. We got this red 22, which is more like in between a red and an orange. I might get. It's a nice, lovely color. Goes really well with the green. Beautiful. Let's see. Very beautiful, very radiant color. So this is lovely. Okay. But this one goes really beautifully next to the green. They go very well together. And tomorrow we're gonna chill out, me and Victoria. Just relax. She still needs to do her sort out her clothing, which is also a big task, but it needs to get done. Because I suspect that her closet, no, I know that her closet and her shoes are full of stuff that she can't fit. And that has to be sorted out so that we know exactly what she's really needing for winter. So we need to have sort of a big clean out of the closet because there's no reason to have clothes in there and shoes and jackets and rain uh, gear and etc. that she can't fit. That's just like stupid because it gives you a wrong sense of there being enough. And I know there isn't because I know that she needs everything. So it needs to get sorted. And that's going to be this weekend's um, project. So we got that one. Let me get this one here. So that's gonna be for tomorrow. And then I think Tina was talking about maybe taking tomorrow for me, so that because Victoria really loves if we can do something like just have a good time with a movie or something on Saturday because it's her favorite day, and that would be nice. I've been doing videos the last couple of. This one isn't. This one, yeah. Now I got it off. That was a difficult one. So now the last couple of Saturdays I've been doing lives because I've been taking over from Candy. That sent her all some happy healing thoughts, and hope that she'll get better and stronger, and that everything will turn out good. She's still in the hospital with pneumonia. We were supposed to operate, but I don't think they're gonna operate when she's got pneumonia. That's not a good thing. So let's just hope, and those who pray that she will be getting better and stronger, so that at some point they can operate, so that she can get the freedom of being able to do the dialysis in her own home, and not have to spend that many hours in the hospital doing it. Oh, oh, that's awesome, Lindsay. There you go. So I got that. I got my sail. There goes another green. And there's another green after this one again. So a few greens. It's almost a bit Christmassy with all the green. So I'm actually hoping that I have like a ham, a small ham that I'm gonna make tomorrow for dinner. So that would be nice. I actually don't really have to venture out a lot tomorrow. I might get some more carrots. I'm gonna make steamed leeks and carrots and potatoes. And then I make the ham in the oven. I just wrap it in tin foil with some butter on it. That's a nice easy way to make it. And then make a nice white sauce for it. And then it's just all good. So that's what we're having for dinner. That's dinner plans for tomorrow. I've had the ham for a week or something. I've just been lazy, not feeling like doing it. And it's funny because when you first do it, and it's not that big a job. And then of course Sunday we'll have triple videos because we'll have Book of the Week video, the next presentation. We will have the Weirdie and the mini, and then we'll have the next Spiral Dala video on the group Coloring is Art. So I'll be coloring the next Spiral Dala live, and that will be fun. Wow, good quality. I mean, I think they're okay. I don't have any problems. I've colored with lots of different medias in the books, and I haven't had any problems with the paper quality at all. It's also good for colored pencils because it does have a traction, so it's good for markers. Watercolors, you would have to be really careful not to add too much water, but water-based markers are great in it too. Um, so I think it's, I mean, some people, you know, relate good quality to having thick pages, and that's not always what is good quality. I think it's a good all-round purpose. Of course, it could be thicker, it can always be thicker, but then it would eat your markers, your alcohol markers, much quicker, and that's not very desirable, is it? And yeah, it's okay for markers. It's okay for most colored pencils. So I think the paper is not bad at all, and I've had several colorists test it against other book producers' paper when I first started out, because I wanted to know if maybe I should try with the Lulu or Bookscan on Nilsson. But Nilsson, I have to pay a lot of money, and they never approve, so you have to pay extra fees for re-uploading, and it's just very expensive in the end. And it doesn't go straight to Amazon the same with the same ease as as KDP and earlier CreateSpace did. Lulu doesn't go either, and it's more expensive too. The books would be more expensive, so it's not really worth it because yeah, some people will say, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm willing to pay extra for to get like cardstock and spiral bound and this and that." But the reality is that out of the people who say it, maybe half a person is willing to do it. Um, on all of them, it's the same paper weight, but we actually found that the traction is best on the Create Space. But then again, within within KDP, Create Space is CreateSpace printed on the same plants. CreateSpace and KDP are owned by Amazon. So it is the same printing facilities that are printing the books, which means it's the same paper. But it's not always the same paper on all the plants, or even on the same plant. It might not be the same paper. You have three choices when you make a book. You can choose between cream paper and white paper for black and white, cream or white. And then there is another paper that is for if you print it in full color, but that will triple the price of the book, which then again you won't sell it because then a 366 book would be 75 or more dollars, almost $80, and so that's a no go. The full color because it would just be too expensive. So what I have come up with by testing them all, because I had my Twisted Chill Pill book. I had that printed on all three different places, and I had some colorists, some experienced colorists, test them out to see the difference between the paper, and the paper weight of all of them were the same. The difference where Lulu was a bit different was that there was an option of spiral binding, but that's only for smaller books, like the Weirdie books, not thick books. But it just raises the price with about over $5 um, for that book. And the difference between that one is that the white paper is a little bit more white. It's a little bit more white. So not really a huge difference at all. And there was really no difference between Nielsen and Createspace. It's just because it remembers what you looked at. They have the breadcrumbs. I get my own books recommended to me all the time, both from Amazon International and from Amazon Germany. They keep recommending that I buy my own books. This is kind of silly. Get my personal recommendations on my books. But it's funny, no? It's a bit inappropriate. I hope they also recommend it to others than me. So now we are on to the grey. We are moving quite along. You can see that this is a blind pick. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So this is the grey. The grey is pretty. It's a cool grey, this one. It's a beautiful grey. Yeah, with Redbubble. Also, I got it was Society 6. And it's just their cookies. I think, if the cookie system ain't smarter than recommending it to the creator, then I think the cookie system ain't much worth, you know, because it recommends on the grounds of your searches or your what you've looked at. But of course, you've been in and looked at your own pages when you created them, and then that's what it takes it out from. It's the same if I at one point share and advertise the stuff, then all of a sudden it'll start recommending it to me, and I'm like, well, yeah, right. So it seems like their personalized ads are not very perfect. Beautiful. Oopsie, I got that one wrong. Yeah, accidentally. That was an accident. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. So this one should actually be here, and then that one should have been here. I don't think that light one can draw it out. And I don't have my chameleon handy. Come a chameleon. Come and go. Oh, where is it? don't think I can draw that up either way. I will try to see if I can push it a bit with the color it's supposed to be. I did manage to push it a bit here. Not a very pretty result, but oopsie, happens. Look at the grey here. Must have been preoccupied there. But then after I scan it, I can get rid of it. It's not a biggie. Because it pushed it out. It actually did manage to erase the watercolor. Managed to erase the dark green, but it did push it out to the sides, which is not at all pretty that it's bleeding out. But once it's scanned, I can remove it in Photoshop, so that won't be a problem for the finished scan. It's actually pretty easy to. It's better than actually starting to use all kinds of white out and all that. That will never be pretty. Besides, the scanner looks through white out. It never becomes pretty when you use white out. I highly not recommend it. Then I recommend using the colorless blender from Chameleon. That's a good one to correct mistakes with. Yeah, that's because you ordered it. Then I watched the review. But if you review it, don't do that. I had it at a time where I would not review my own books. I would just in the comment section, in the review section, I would hit up a preview video, and they thought that that was wrong. Now they have the look inside the feature where you can actually put up. There's a video feature where you can put up related videos, and that didn't exist back then. But then they threatened to erase all my books because they meant that I had reviewed my own books. I very clearly stated in my comments that it was a video look through of the book so that people could see all the pages and that it was from me. So there was no real, it's just stupid. But it's because all of these things and control checks are automated. So it's not a person who's looking at it. It's not a person who's evaluating what it is or what it is not. It's a machine. It's the same thing as a lot of people have experienced that they weren't allowed to review my books because they thought that they were friends and family because they follow me on Facebook. Yep. And thing is, the people who follow me on Facebook is also the people who follow my art, and therefore also the people who buy my books. But obviously, we have too personal a relationship in order for them to review my books. It's ridiculous. So there's even a few reviewers who's been kicked out from reviewing and had all their reviews erased from everywhere. And I've never said to people, please go and leave reviews. People who leave reviews do it of their own free will. And the funny thing is, people are actually more likely to go in and make a negative review and take the time to make a review if it's negative than the people who are actually satisfied. So I don't see reviews as reflecting all the time reality, because if you're dissatisfied with something, or you find something that you don't like or you didn't count on, or if you're just in general a trolling person who wants to hurt someone, then you're more likely to write something negative. Uh, and the people who are satisfied and happy with the product they got, they might even forget the whole review factor thing, because they're just happy with what they got. They see everything. It's been more than just Kat. I think Heather had problems, and had another one, and she was actually doing a lot of reviews and a lot of things, and she got totally stopped and stopped. I was really depressed. Um, yeah, I know you're not. See here, that is the blind pick of today. It looks mighty pretty. I actually like the combination. I thought that it was a little bit, but the way that it goes, where those the sort of skin color and the pinkish purple and the light turquoise go in between, it's quite a good graduation, anyways. So I like it. Let's have a look at the next 2 days. I'm really tired. That's amazing. Oh my god. I probably won't be able to fall asleep anyways. Look at this one for tomorrow. That is a neat one. It's like this bunny's there. Wow, there's a bigger one there, and there's a little one there, and there's eyes on you, and it looks great the other way around. So this is just make up your mind which way around you want it. And this is for Sunday. Wow, that's a cool one. He's carrying some kind of load here. That's a lot he's carrying on his head. Yeah, you can turn it around, but I prefer it this way. But that's the next 2 days on Color a Weirdie Day, and they're both up there for grabs. So get them, download them, print them, and play along. So here we go. Then we're gonna have a little subtle switcheroo, a switcheroo into the mini Weirdie a day, a mini Weirdie a day. Yay, yay, yay. I gotcha, yay, yay, yay. So this one, so that's Thursday and Friday. So I'm gonna do the whole page. Here's my bling bling pen, my bling bling here, my bling bling there. Bling bling pen in action. So that was then Thursday the 5th. Wednesday, 5, 9 to 19. And that was live with Tina. And then we've got Friday, 6, 9 to 19. So Dad was saying something weird. It's in the other room on his own. I guess it's weird. Then we'll write down the colours. P147, GY172, YR31, G46, R22, GY47, G43, G. See, that says actually like green gray, I think it says. GG. Okay, we guess just gonna write GG3, and then we got a YR. This one's already worn off, even though I didn't touch it. YR25. So, I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna do these in 3 of 3. 3 of 3. Well, that sounds lovely. Hi, Billy Joe. Lovely to see you. Yeah. And don't expect your fans to be able to review on you either, because they might be too personally attached to you. Even though that's like where you do your marketing, so it would be pretty, normal if your reviews came from there. But nope. So we got this one, and this one. So now we sort of just partitioned it in 3 sets. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1. I think 1, 1, 1, and I'm going to start here. So I'm going to be doing the whole page at once, so that I'll both be backtracking and going forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we got 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's me. I'm going to put this one in here. Then I'm going to go here. 1, 2. I'm going to go here. 1, 2, there. 1, 2, there. And that's 1, 2. In here. 1, 2. I'll go right in here. And that'll be 1, 2. And 1, 2 going in. 1, 2 going in. 1, 2 going in. So 1, 2, that will be right here. 1, 2 will be right here. So I'm hoping 1, 2, du skal gå i seng, skat. Klokken den over 11. Then this will continue down here. And that will be right here. Jeg forstår ikke, hvad du siger. Det kan jeg ikke. So now we got the light turquoise, green, yellow. I'm going to put that on here. 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 It's going to go on here. I think this is a fun way to sort of just break it up, because they're in the order that I picked them for the blind pick. So that's just like 3 little blind picks in order. I didn't switch them up in any way. I just kept them in the same order. I kind of like that. But just going into 3 partitions, I think we'll have fun seeing those 3 different medically induced coma. I don't know. Hi, Alice. I just sure hope that it should feel better. And this one will be here. That should be here. I'm hoping that we soon will have some news, at least that she's awake again. I'm so happy for you updating me, Beth, and updating us. That is wonderful. Because you get really worried. Um, I so hope that she will be fine. Of course, I don't think they're going to operate on her before until she's stronger. So it'll probably take longer time than she had hoped and expected. So this is pretty, and you have to remember on Sunday there'll be an extra, well, there'll be two extra videos. There'll be one on coloring fans and friends, where I will be revealing the next book of the week, and then we'll have our regular mini and Weirdie adventures, and then on coloring his art group, I'll be doing the next of the 5 freebie sets of Spyrodala. I'll be doing that. So that will be interesting. You'll be able to see my spiral take on that one. So that will be nice. I'm looking forward to that too. So that will be on Sunday. Just so that you keep in mind. Probably first I'll be doing book of the week. Then I'll do the Weirdie, and then the mini. And then after that, I'll be doing the spiral on coloring his art. So that's the order that I think I'll be doing the videos in. So Sunday is a long day for me. This one here, sort of like a curry color, and that goes in there. The other two are so mild. So that was the first. Thank you. And the next one is a green, a red, and a yellow green. And that one I think we'll be doing over here. What will be doing here? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There. 2, 2, 2. See, 1, 2, there. There. There we go here. So that was that. Then we got the reddish one. I have 3 sets of 72 Copic markers. There's 5 of Copic Sketch. There's 5 sets in total. So it would be interesting. How many do you have, Alice? I just got my 3rd set this week. Oh, I can understand that, Tracy. You've been patient. Just wanted to be there. I mean, when my 3rd set came out, I mean, The first set, the second set, I'm just like crazy. I'm so happy with them. Uh, they're just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna go there and there. The last set I got was the D set. So I got, no, that was C set. I got A, C, and D. So I'm missing set B and E, I think. So now we got the third ring to go in there. That one is a difficult one to open. Hello, what we do? Yeah, Victoria found a ring. Ring a ding ling ding ding. It's not actually a ring, it's a defense weapon. You see the pointy things? Victoria's shoe hit it. So it's actually a defense weapon. It's a very practical ring. It's quite big. So I think, you know, we wear it here. It's a knuckles ring. She found it. It's really nice. It's been worn a bit. I did wash it. Cuddles is offended by popping bubble wrap. Yeah, but you know, if I get in trouble, I probably won't be wearing it because I didn't think about wearing it. So, but now I got a knuckles ring. But Victoria has, but her fingers ain't that big. So it's more mine now, isn't it, Victoria? She doesn't want it because I told her it was a weapon. And she doesn't want to carry weapons. It is a weapon, actually. Yeah, Victoria knows how to use the hobby knife. Oh, there was a post where it asked, like, what was the essentials that a woman should carry in her bag. I couldn't help myself, so I wrote stun gun, strips, and gaffer tape. That was like essentials to have in your purse. Yeah, yeah. So that was this little one, this little wee one. Yeah, they really work well. No, Victoria didn't want to wear it at all. That's a great collection. Yeah, duct tape is the gaffer tape. I mean, I think those are female handbag essentials. So that if you meet some attacker, you first use the stun gun, then the strips, and the gaffer tape. So next one on is this dark green. I will be starting here, right there. Well, weapon and comes. Oh yeah, Victoria wants a hug by this one because she thinks it's a huggable one. 1, 2. I'll do it here. 1, 2. But I really love them. 1, 2. I'm looking so much. I mean, I'm sort of waiting until because Julie has told me she's gonna send me the last 2 sets as well. So I'm kind of waiting with doing the complete filling out the color companion completely with the single pages until I can sort of start from the first color. And then I'm also working on making uh, a poster where all the colors will go in as well. So I'll make it like sort of that I have my color of the day or something like that, or colors of the day. Maybe I'll do 3 colors at a time, and then I'll fill it out in the Copic color companion. And after that, I will add the color to the poster the coloring poster that I will make for it. I've made a few, but I have to find the perfect one that I want to use for it. Yeah, I'm a little bit OCD on that because I would like to have one that actually goes perfectly in the number of colors. Let's hope they don't add any colors while after I've done it. Like just like they can add them after I'm finished with it. After I filled it out. Wow, that's a specific amount you dropped, Holly. Me too. I absolutely love them. I thought that they were hyped, but since I got them, I can really see that they are so awesome. 1, 2, and totally worth it. 1, 2. Okay, so Victoria has a question. Es ist wie Smoothie sondern das gehört precis på vad det passar in med att skulle vara på det kammarmarknaden som vi kan in om. Det är väldigt fjolligt. Men vi finder nok ud af det, skat. Nu skal du altså gå ind og gøre dig klar til sengen. Okay, Victoria wants me to walk her to the bedroom. So I'm just going to fill out this color, then I'll walk her to the bedroom. 1, 2. Because you can't be sitting waiting for me all the time. 1, 2. 1, 2. So slowly but surely we're filling this one out. 1, 2. But I am, I'm planning to backtrack a bit, get some of the backlog done. That's awesome, Alice. How are you going with it? Is it working good for you? No, you don't do that, Holly. That is for sure a no-go. 1, 2. I would be really pissed off. 1, 2. And then this one actually comes in. Så er du en hund. Så lad være med at sætte opmærksomhedskræver lige. Bedre. Nå, for søren, hvordan. Han blæser bare den der dør for smithereens. Oh, there's no doubt. So next one is the gray, and I think it's actually green gray because it says GG. GG, so it should be green gray. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Alice. I'm really happy to hear that. But yeah, I will be. Well, I don't know how soon I will have the last 2 sets. I'm sort of in a waiting mode, which I don't mind because it's exciting. Very exciting, actually. It's extremely exciting, and I can't wait. Yes, I can. I have to. But once I have it complete, then I'll be starting to doing videos. Not on, I don't. I'm not think. I don't know how regular they're gonna be. I might say that we have a special day where I do them, but me and keeping a schedule is not. I'm not great with that because then I have to do something else, and so. But when I can, then I'll be doing. So I think maybe it fits with the saying, okay, we're doing 3 colors at a time. Got this one going here. And here. It's rude to draw on somebody else's drawing if they haven't asked you to. I mean, if it's a coloring page and it's a mass production, but in a sketchbook, yeah, yeah, like I mean, I like it when people add funny things and elements to to the coloring pages, but that's a whole other thing. I've also done things where I worked together on artists where I did a base drawing and the other artist added on to it. That's a whole other thing because you're doing a collaboration. But unsolicited drawing in a sketchbook would be. But that just goes against everything and anything. It's just so rude that you can't even like. It's like destructively rude, destructively rude. Unless you're a kid and you don't do it on purpose, it's an accident. I know of a little girl who once wanted to help her mommy with a big drawing that her mommy was working on. I was doing a huge drawing in black and white, and I'd been sleeping or something, and Victoria had looked at it sitting on the sofa table, and she thought, I'm going to help my mommy make this one really pretty. And she added my favorite color, magenta, to it. It was She doesn't remember it now because it's a long, long time ago. She was a wee one, and I was just like, I had spent like 50 hours on drawing that drawing. That it was a really big one, and I was like devastated because it was a black and white drawing, and she had it magenta. Yeah, but of course she had my best. She wanted to help her mommy. And then shh, we'll be quiet, Tina. We won't tell. So I'm just gonna walk Victoria to bed, then I'll be right back to do a little bit of catch up. So I'll see you in a second. So I'm back from walking Victoria. to bed, and then we will. We'll do some catch up here. I have to remember to take this. These ones we're done with, so we're gonna go back in the pile, and then I think it was the 24th of July. That was the last one that was missing. We did this one with the Copics. Oh, it's just awesome. This was 24. This was also with the Copics, I think. Or was it with this one's? So this one is the next one from the 30th. This one was with the Copics. With the last set I got. The C set. So here we go. So I'm gonna pick out some colors here. I have to update the albums too, but I'm just yeah, you know, I'm gonna just grab 1, 2, 3. We got B63, P81, and P73. So that's the ones that we got. I'm gonna lay them down. I think it's just gonna be like that. It's just gonna be like that because that's the way I wrapped them. And we're gonna do our bling bling thing. P73. Then we got the P81 and a B63. Ready for late season and Barcelona. Barcelona's going to come in. Sorry. She's here again. So now we got this little teeny weensy one here. 1, 2. 1, 2. That will be right up there. And that's a 1, 2. So that was the little teensy weensy one there. So I'm gonna do it here and here. Then 1, 2. These are gonna be the catch-up ones are pretty quick. But I really like to catch up so that I can scan them all, and once they're caught up with these, I can start focusing on catching up with the weirdies where I have like a huge backlog. So that's 1, 2. Then it would be here. 1, 2. And as far as I know, I'm 6 behind in this book, which is not a lot. 1, 2. So if I could do 3 today, I mean, as many as possible, but at least 3, then I'd be closer to having done all 6 in the backlog, but we'll just see how far I get. At least 1 is better than nothing, and I already backtracked the one from yesterday, so we're already up to date on that one. 1, 2. But I have a huge pile of weirdies. Not just, I have a huge pile from this year, but I also have a humongous, not just a huge, but a humongous pile from last year. So I have quite a bit. And it would be so neat. 1, 2. So then that would be this one here. 1, 2 here. It would be really nice to. It would be nice if I could finish my whole backlog this year. I don't think that that it will be possible. But wouldn't it be nice to start next year without the backlog? Wouldn't it be nice? And we're gonna go in here. It would be absolutely good just to start without the backlog at all. But I don't think that there's a big possibility of that happening. It seems that the backlog has a way of just growing out of proportion. But then, of course, also if I only focused on my backlog, then I wouldn't be doing new books, and that would be boring too. So just the 1, 2. I'll do this one here. So it's a prioritizing. I can't just, even though that I would like to just get the backlog out of the way, but I also need to do other stuff. So I'll try to settle. I'll do this one here. Two. So of course it's now that he's being active running around when he has to sleep. That's a good one. It's like clue of the day. So I actually heard from Victoria's dad's sister. She's had a talking to him and tried to sort of shout him up a bit. And he was totally admitting to her that he's at fault and that he's, not done what he should and everything. But that's easy because he says that every time. And every time he promises that, everything will be different. And from now on, I'll this and that and this and that. But it just never happens. So, well. And it's not the first time that she had a talking to him either. So, and it's his little sister. It's not his big sister. He's only got a little sister. So, but she's appalled at the fact that he doesn't really do anything to help at all. Because that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's it now. But there's not a lot that I can do about it. Here we go. They're pretty close, these two, but the one is a bluish purple, and the other one it's more of a reddish purple. So they are different in that respect. So subtle differences are good too. They're beautiful. I don't know but when I hold it up to the light, you'll be able to see the difference. I think. He's smoking. Totally smoking. That's why he hasn't been at the room for a couple of days. Well, he's sleeping. Something odd. It's been switched on. It's rainy, but it's good. At least it's not so hot. I was so much in dire the heat. So it means now she's. Oh, actually also do here. And when I see it with my eyes, or when I hold it up, you will be able to see the difference between the two colors. Right now, they probably just seem dark. I do like three color blind picks. It's just a funky little way of getting a nice little color combo. Um, because usually they just work out fine when it's just three colors. And I mean, I haven't had any where I thought, oh my god, that's like bad, bad. I've always been surprised at how well it works together when I just pick out three colors. And I don't look when I pick them. I just, yeah, it's a blind pick. So it's always a nice surprise what you're going to get. And it's always nice to see how they're going to work out together. So I kind of enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy my blind picks a lot. I mean, I also like choosing a specific set of colors. It's not like that, but sometimes it's just it takes out a long thought process of, oh, what color should I use, and you know, it can be frustrating sometimes to choose colors. And on the Weirdie's, it doesn't matter because any colors goes with the Weirdie's. There's no, you can use whatever pleases your eye or whatever your favorite colors is. There's nothing. They don't demand specific colors. Well, yes, sometimes they do. Sometimes they tell you. Sometimes they shout to you, "I need to be green," or something like that. And then, of course, you listen to your Weirdie. You don't tell people who don't color Weirdies that your Weirdie spoke to you and said that you needed green colors. You don't. You just like keep that fact to yourself, or keep it in the Weirdie family. Don't want anybody going mistakenly to the loony bin for telling other people that my Weirdie said it wanted to be green or blue. So people who are outside the circle of Weirdies might not understand the fact that the Weirdie wanted that color. They might not get it. The Weirdie was shouting at me that it absolutely needed to be pink. A splash of yellow. Yeah. But it happens all the time. Some Weirdies just like claim their colors. But what one Weirdie says to one person might not be the same as what it says to another person. So that's why we see all the beautiful different results where you're like, oh, that's crazy. It's looking so great. I love that. I love seeing the all the colored Weirdie's from everyone. It's just amazing. And it's so fun to see how different they turn out with the different colors. It's just beautiful. That's actually one of the most rewarding things about making the books and having my work out there is that collaboration with you guys where I see your visions on my drawings and your colors on my drawings and you're like, wow, I didn't even think about that combination and also it's just wonderful to see. It's just It's probably the best compliment ever of the art that I do, to see it colored. Um, I don't think any art critic, no matter how lovely a review, would ever be able to top off the feeling of seeing that somebody spent their time and their energy and put their love and colors into my work. That's just beautiful. That is the best, and I love that. And then it's being appreciated. It's being seen, which it doesn't really do if it's in a gallery that is a very limited crowd that sees it. So I'm happy about that. That is the greatest reward. And then knowing all of you guys, that's really a great reward too. I feel like I have a whole community, and that is really awesome, and I appreciate that a lot. I think these three colors are going really well together too. I was thinking for a little while, maybe do this one with more colors, but then I'm like, it's so nice to see these just three simple colors that haven't been chosen to be together, but it's just a nice thing to see. And I did it before when I had a bit of a backlog here. I did it with the Pro Markers. That's how I taught the Pro Markers. They used them up on the backlog. Oh, okay, your video needed rebooting. So that was those three colors. Now I'm going to put it up so that you can see it a little bit closer. Look at how pretty it turned out. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And this little teensy weensy there as well. So now we're going to look for the next one. Look at that one. That was just so pretty. She's so pretty. There, I forgot to put that there. Then we got this one. That was from Saturday, the 3rd of August here. So we're going to put these away. Now I'm going to put them next to so we don't draw them again. Then I'm going to do, just pick three out. I'm looking at the screen while I'm doing this. So we got red 04, red 131. I think I might have to replace this one because I don't think that is very visible. I'm just going to test it for visible. Yeah, that one is not visible very much. I'm going to pick a new color for that one. So I'm digging in, and we got an RP89. I'll go in here where that one was. So I'm going to do my bling bling thing and get them written up. And then we're just going to backlog. Maybe I can get this one a little bit. But it's also have to be careful not to get too close because then my hand will cover everything and you don't see nothing. So we got the R04, then we got the RP89, and then we got, I think this is Cool Gray CG9. That's a pretty dark one, 09. So that's it for here. Oopsie doopsie daisy. Bling bling pen goes on its spot. It's a beautiful bling bling pen. So we're going to start up here. That's a very pretty red. There's 1, 2. That's right in there. Oh, this is a beautiful color. 1, 2. Goes right in here. I love this color. I like reds. It's a 1, 2. go on here. And 1, 2. Then we have 1, 2, so we'll go here. I think it's just gonna finish up there. So 1, 2. Right there. Right there. 1, 2. Right there. So we're going here. Going here. Right there. So that's for that part. Then we've got this part where we're going to start here in the middle. Beautiful. And then that's going to drop down there. So, oopsie, here. That will be covered, that whoopsie. That whoopsie will be covered because it will be the dark grey and that will cover it easily. So not a big whoopsie, just a teensy weensy whoopsie. A teensy weensy whoopsie, we can live with that. Again, the screaming. I'm so sick of the screaming one too. Also because, you know, what if somebody really was in trouble? And two, then all the fake screaming is just, you know, doing that people won't react to anything. 1, 2. I think. Okay. So I think I'll do it on the outside of this one. Then we've got this one going in here. I'll just do it there. And then on this one, I'm going to do it right here. So we have a bit of variation. I just want to do it in there. And on this one, I'll just do it in there. In there. And this one here. I got this. I got it covered. And this one will be in there. And this one will be on the outside. Well, that's what I did on the outside, so I'm just doing the same. And this one will be right here. And here is 1, 2. It'll be interesting in next year's. I think actually Lindsay got the new book first. I think Lindsay's the one who got the 2020 book first. I don't know if Bertha got hers, or maybe it's coming on Monday. No, because Bertha got the Christmas Day. So no. So it's also I think Beth and Randy have it on the way. And so yeah, it will be, and it's on the way to me too. I'm looking forward to receiving that book for next year. There we go. So that's the first colour on. We'll see again. A man with a child in his arms. And we're gonna have this RP. Pinky Winky. Tipsy. I remember the Teletubbies. I actually liked them. I thought that they were hilarious. The way they would fall. That was the whole thing back then. I remember when Victoria was little, really little, I tried to put them on. But she was not all that interested. What she liked me to put on when she was tiny, I mean, that's before she was 1 year old, before we moved from Spain. She liked oh my god, now I'm lost again. That's typical me. Oh, what's the one with the red shoes? And the Wicked Witch of the East. Oh my god, how can I be that lame that I don't remember the name? It's a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. Well, I don't remember right now, but that The Wizard of Oz. If I put that one on when she was a tiny, tiny one, she'd just be like totally absorbed. She'd just be sitting there looking. We'll start on it on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve, we'll be doing the starter page, the one where you're supposed to put your name in. That's what we did last year on this one. We did the starter page on New Year's Eve. That was sort of a New Year's party celebration. So that's what we're going to do this year too. That's what we're going to do. So I'm looking forward to that. And then of course we'll be doing one a day like we've been doing with the mini Weirdies here. And the cool thing is that there's a lot of different ones in there, so it's a lot of variety. Like one day you're doing a pattern, one day we'll be doing a mandala, then we'll be doing a mini Weirdy, then we'll be doing a fat liner, and then we'll be doing eggs for a while, and then we'll be doing hearts for a while. So there's all the time something new coming up in them, which I think is pretty neat to have that variation, um, to be trying to do different things. So I'm looking forward to that. This is lovely, isn't it? Beautiful colours together, these two, the pink and red. But we'll be having fun. We've always had fun with all of it, and we'll of course have Weirdie a day, like always, which works the same way, and which also will be remaining a free possibility. I was kind of thinking of maybe doing like a Weirdie a day, moving it to a Patreon tier, but then I was thinking, then those who can't afford to pay a small monthly fee on Patreon wouldn't be able to get it for free, and I do like that it's possible for that limited time. Of course, they are for personal use only, the freebies. They're not for sending around and passing along. They're only available for a limited time for free. Because how else am I ever gonna, if I give everything away, it's gonna be, I'll never sell anything if I give everything away. And I really do need that extra money to pay my bills and put food on the table, because that's actually what Patreon and the PayHip and everything that I do is helping with. It's helping me put food on the table and get the bills paid. So it's a quite important thing for me. I think it'll be fun. It's different. There's also twisters in there, so we're gonna get through all kinds of different things. So now we're gonna have that dark grey in there, cool grey number 9. So that's a pretty dark one, but I think it'll stand out nicely. It will actually work well with these two colors. So we get another 3-color combo that works fine. Isn't that pretty? It's almost so dark that it's black. It's sort of like a Payne's grey. I would call it a Payne's grey because it's really close to black. Beautiful. colour. I love black. I think it's a wonderful colour, and I do think that's the one thing that I'm always interested in seeing in the different sets. I have that one should be pink, but now it's going to be this colour because I already blue bead. I blue bead a bit, so that's fine. But it's just a very nice definition on this one, so it makes for a good combo. I really want to get caught up. It would be very nice to be able to start catching up on the big weirdies that I've got piling up. I think that would be easier if I'm on top of it with these. Maybe. Maybe. You never know. Okay. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. It is very defining in between the others, really making it a very striking combo. So of course these will be out in the pick for next pick. And that way we work our way a little bit through some of them so we don't get the same pick and the same colours constantly, but you see some new ones. But these three are definitely working well together as well. And like I say, I've never had a three blind pick that wasn't working at all. I just thought, oh my god, that's a disaster. It hasn't happened yet. I've done a lot of them. I've done a lot of the three colour blind picks. That's for sure. And they're pretty fast when you're catching up. If you count up like I do, then it's a pretty neat way of catching up on a bag lock. So there we go. And we got this left here. It's a little whirly swirly. Getting also working on it. So he's definitely active again. Is this one doing that around again? Yeah, they're having three all the time. But that's because I have sleeping issues. Wow. This is a good one. Okay, see you soon. Wally, it was lovely to have you here with us. This is a good one. That is lovely. I'll hold it up so you can see it more clearly. Put these over here to the used pile. Look at that. Look how pretty it turned out with the red and the pink and the blue grey number 9. And this will do too. So yeah, that was the next one. from the 3rd of August. Then we got this biggity whoops, and we'll pick another 3. And I'm picking another 3. Oops, that's 4. Oh no. Well, then we'll have to do 4, won't we? So this one will be a 4 pick. I caught 4 markers. I thought I had 3 in my hand, but there's 4. So this one will go in 4. Now I have to remember that when I'm counting. So we got P147, we got P85, and we got Y49, and we got YR31. So that's the 4 colors. So that was a random thing that happened there. My 3 pick is out of order. So we're just gonna go with that. 1, 2. Oops, I forgot that the 3. So we'll just correct it. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do this one. I have to count to 3 in between, but that one will be covered when it becomes darker. Oh, yeah, will be covered. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I have to remember the count. I got into the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, that can be dangerous when you switch the count. 3 between. 3, 3. Because now it's 4. 3. So I got that on there. Then we're going to go right in here. There. It's 1, 2, 3. And we've got hair here. 1, 2, 3. So that's the hair situation. And I think we're going to go here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be lovely. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's one sitting in there. 2, 3. There. 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 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got that going. We'll start this one here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go there with that one. 1, 2, 3. Go there with that one. 1, 2, 3. It's moving along. It's bobbing along, actually. There. There. Which is lovely. One. Oopsie. There's a little of an issue there. I'm missing a line here. You can see. I don't know why I'm missing a line. I can't be blaming anyone but myself. So I'm just going to get the fine liner and make the line that I want. And just see that that line needs to be right here. So I'm just adding a line like that. Then it'll work. Then it'll work. Sometimes you just gotta go with it and add your own line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we get here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There. And we continue here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we got all the Pinky Winky added, which is quite light Pinky Winky. A light Pinky Winky. Then we got a darker Pinky Winky. That's a definite more magenta Pinky Winky. And we're gonna go here. That's a beautiful color. And then it's gonna go here. Here. I love this color. So we like the mauve. Mauve. And it's gonna go all the way around here. And this beautiful heart. And we're at midnight. It's after midnight. Disneyland has closed. There. And here. It should be very nicely. Yeah, Today's dad's news. His sister was asking if her brother had called because she talked with him today. But of course he hasn't, so. But we'll see what happens. I hope I hear from him. Because I did, I wrote to him that he needs to stand up and help a little bit with winter clothes soon. It's going to be in here. And isn't that lovely colours? It's beautiful. This one here. I love these two colours together. The other two are going to be like weird, but we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out. But these two are absolutely gorgeous together. Oh, I just love this color. So, can't really go wrong with that. It has to be there. It has to be here. And it has to be here. Like that. And it has to be here. Beautiful. It has to be right there. And right there. It would be weird if I could get one down so I could start scanning. I would so much like to just get the scanning part over. Because it takes quite a long time to scan all these. It wouldn't let you post your review. That's weird. What did it give for a reason of not posting the review? Did it give any reason? I mean, it's so weird because it's like they have these algorithm. It's clearly an automated task that the computers run when somebody's posting a review, and it seems that nobody who's like friends with me on Facebook or fans on my groups, or at least friends with me on Facebook. I think it's probably the friend on Facebook, but why wouldn't you be friends with your fans? Like, the people who buy your books. It's kind of normal when all my marketing is Facebook based. It's weird. I'm really sick of that happens because I know that I would have so many more reviews if people were allowed to post them against community standards. It is crazy, isn't it? Like that you guys who are the ones who buy my books are not allowed to actually review my books. It's like, why? It's crazy. And I don't understand it because I don't think that a lot of other people have the same problem, but I don't know why. I don't get it. I really don't get why that this is an issue for me on my books. But yeah, obviously it is. So this one is almost like the Chartreuse. So we're gonna put it here, here, here. Oh my god, I love this one. That's a beautiful color. And I was worried it wouldn't go with this. I think it goes perfectly. It fits nicely in. I thought the yellow wouldn't fit. There you see. This goes really nice. It's weekend. Well, my nap was from like 20 to 7 until like a quarter past 8. So I think it's so rude of Amazon the review thing because it's just not cool. They go in and check one's social media, and then if they can see that you're friends on Facebook, then you're not allowed to post a review. So that means that I should like refuse to be friends with anybody who's a fan or what? I mean, and I don't really think that they refused Johanna Bashford's fans who are on her groups to review. So is that a double standard or what? That indie artists just have to get like the worst? I mean, because the reviews show other people that that it's a good thing. I'm sad about that. Really, but it seems unfair. It does surely seem unfair to me. There's nothing I can do with it because it's an automated check that they do, I guess. I'll have to unfriend all of you, and I don't like that because then it's harder for me to follow what you guys are up to and everything. I think this one actually has to go here. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's just the plight I gotta live with. That in order to follow all of you guys and what goes on your pages, we are friends, and I also need you to be, I need to be friends with you to add you to different pages and stuff. But it just means that nobody can review my things. It's like a crazy thing. So that one went straight in, really nice in the mix. This color really fitted in with the two others. Then we'll have to see about the fourth one because I always do the three colors because it's a secure to work. But now we'll get to see with the fourth color. Fourth also in most cases work. I just know that three always works in my book. I've never had a bad experience with that. I've rarely had any bad experiences with coloring or blind picks. I think it's just a matter of, the Weirdies are very, very good with colors. They can take anything. No, I don't do fake at all. So I guess I'll just have to live with Amazon's double standards. They're asking people to review it, but then when they review it, don't want it. They ask me to review my own products because I go in and buy it for Patreons and on my author account. Which then, why would they ask me to go in and make a review on my purchase? That's an other automated thing. It's but the thing is, if you contact them about it, then you get to talk with somebody who only knows standard answers and doesn't have the ability to change anything, anyways. So it's just a waste of time to contact them and confront them about it because you're just gonna get somebody who's being paid a minimum wage in India to be a support person, and they're not gonna really be able to help you or change anything for you. So it's just a waste of time to contact them and try to talk with them about it because you're not going to get to somebody who will understand the issue and try to fix the issue. So it's just a waste of time, I found. So that's actually pretty all round, the colors together. There we go, this one here. There. I forgot that print there. So I'll have to go in and put that one on. Zoom agenda. In my agenda, there's an agenda waiting to come out and say hello, hello. I'm a magenta, I'm in her agenda. Sorry, yeah, that was silly. That was silly. Silly Billy. So we got this one down here. And we got one there. We don't have anything there. Because it's ours. Get me down here. And I'm not dropping that gold. You got me down here. Get me down here. Yeah, but it's a bit devastating because reviews would be a really good thing. But yeah, it seems like I can't be friends with my fans. So I better forget about reviews then. But I just don't. I think that other artists are also friends. I don't know what they're doing different, um, or if they have the same problems. I really don't know. Because I haven't heard them complain about it, but I don't know. Maybe they just only have their business pages and then they have like a whole separate private account that they don't let anybody into. I don't know if that's the case and I'm just being a stupid person. I guess it's just the way it is. So, okay, so we gotta fix that magenta one here. That was right there. That was missing. And then the light Winky Winky, the starter one. To be right here. So that was that one. I'm also gonna put that up so that you can see it more clearly. Look at that, how pretty the colors turned out. Really beautiful colors together. So let's see what's the next one I have. That's this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if we can get more. Then I'll put these out of the equation. And I'm gonna pick another three. And what do we have here? We have a light blue. We have a darker blue. And then we have a warm grey number three. That's some pretty colours. That's definitely going to work. And we got a bling bling. So we're going to say PB 144 and then PB 183 and then BG 3. So that's the colours that are going to go for this one. Boomby, doomby, dumby, dimby, bimby. So I'm going to start in here. It's 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. No, this is the funky one. This is the one. 1, two, two, two. I like this little one. It's very fun. This is this one. Two. One here. Two, 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 two. We're going to start this and we're going to do this in the middle here. One, two, one, two. That's one here. One, two. That'll be right around there. And then I'll do it here. One, two. Two, and right there. Two. Sorry, I'm thinking about this whole issue with Amazon and the reviews because I think it's stinky. Because India says they have one place where they can sort of promote, and that is the social media. So that means that, yeah, of course, the people that I do promote to, they will be on my social medias. And that means they'll be on my YouTube, they'll be on my Patreon, they'll be here on Facebook, and, it just seems ridiculous that it has to be like that, you know. And also because, yeah, maybe I could solve it by unfriending, but, that wouldn't really solve it. Then I'd be rude. Good night, Tina. Sleep well. Don't leave the video running. That's fine. No problem. But I have different email addresses already for Amazon and Facebook. So that's not fixing the problem, actually. Because my email that I have for Amazon is an email that you can't even get into anymore. Though the one that I have for Facebook, Amazon is a recent one. But the one I have for Facebook, that's the one that I had back in 2003 or something. So that doesn't exist. They don't even have it. It was a Hotmail account. And I can't even get into it because I have no clue about what the password was. That is long forgotten and everything. So I actually have a problem there. So that's a pretty blue, very pretty light blue. Sweet dreams, Tina. Yeah. I think Tina is going to take tomorrow, Saturday. We talked about it the other day because I like to keep Saturday just for me and Victoria so that she feels like she has at least one day where, a couple of days a week that's where I'm not busy, where we can just chill. And yeah, Saturday is her favorite day, so that seems to be the best suited day for it. And we got the next beautiful blue coming up. And that's going here, here. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. I like this. I think I like the tip on this one better than on the other one. That's the one thing I can say about this. I don't find any of the tips annoying, but I do find the hardness versus softness very different on them. Um, this one here. So they're not very consistent, or they've been used. I don't know. But I mean, they all seem to be nice with ink and everything, so I don't really think that it's a being used issue. I just think that they're not very consistent in the quality of the tips. I mean, they're all good quality, but you know, some of them are a little bit softer, and some of them are a little bit harder, and yeah, but they have generally the same shape. It's just the matter of how hard or how not hard they are. But none of them are like annoyingly soft. So I mean, I think they're pretty good compared to a lot of others that I've tried. Then they're good. I'm happy with them. So, and I'm definitely also happy with the colors. So I think that it's a fairly cheap, um, affordable set, but that has a really good range of colors because a lot of the 80 sets have a lot of browns, grays, and sort of dark greens, and this one has a lot of really bright and beautiful colors. So that's a definite good thing, good point about them. So this one goes here. Bluebird. But these are very pretty together. Beautiful combo. Just reached in, picked out three. That was unfortunately what happened before that I reached in and grabbed four instead of three, but yeah, can't always feel that, I guess. Grab a bunch. I mean, they're in no particular order, so. No, but the algorithms, they will see it. Um, they will also see which ones are my friends. It's the algorithms it works on. So they can see they have special parameters of searching for if people are friends on Facebook. So that's the last one, the home gray number 3 will be going in now. Oh, that is perfect with these. That's just beautiful. That's just a beautiful, beautiful combination of colors. And this wee man here, this little wee one. And the difference between the two blues is very little. They are the same shade, just a little bit lighter than one. It's a very subtle color combo. So pretty. So here we go. Let me get the rest in here. Quite pleased with that. They look beautiful together. There we go. Oopsie there. They are really good, these three. So that's how a warm grey can mix in. Yeah, it could be because it's not a verified purchase. They want it to be a verified purchase. That's like the first thing. But I mean, one could have purchased it another place. Everything. They have everything. It doesn't matter what your privacy settings are. They will still be able to see if you're my friend. That is true, Bev. Um, they work on a different parameter, so they have access, even though that you've done privacy settings. Privacy settings is for the Facebook users, not for these companies checking out background and for their computers checking out algorithms, because they will claim that it's an anonymous check, and they most likely do, which is a scary thought, isn't it? It is scary, all the big brothers watching your stuff. It's also like they're getting more and more rid of paper trail money, because they like to see what you purchase and what you use your spend your money on. Everything is monitored. They got files and files on you that you won't even believe. I mean, I had a person that I was at the job center with. We were at some job application course together, and she had experienced that they had taken away her help because they claimed she had gone on vacation. And she's like, but I haven't been on vacation. Well, without reporting that she was going on vacation, you're not allowed to. You have like two times. You have 4 weeks allowed a year, but you can max take two weeks in a row. But the only thing she had done then, they said, well, we can see that you purchased something at McDonald's in the airport. And she's like, yeah, we went there to pick up some friends and their plane was delayed, so we sat and waited in McDonald's and I had a milkshake. Yeah, but that meant that they thought that she had been out traveling. So that's how rotten it is, and how much they actually watch you. So I'm going to put those in the pile of the ones that we used. And then I'm just going to grab another three. So here I got, oh, this is interesting. Y44, a yellow, a red, and a green. That is very interesting. Yellow, red, and green. So we're going to do a bling bling thing. So we got a yellow 44, red 03, and green 58 for this one. I think we are almost like, I don't know how many did I catch up on. We're almost on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let me see here. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one actually has to be as well. 1, 2. And this one goes here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 2. Let's see here. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. So that's a yellow. Then we got it in here. 1, 2. That's pretty, isn't it? Very pretty. Then we'll just start in here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Getting it the right place. 2. 2. 2. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. It's pretty. 2. 1, 2. So yellow, red, and green. I think that would be a pretty combination too. 1, 2. And I'm actually thinking that I might really be missing one more. Did I do 4? No. 1, 2. Not certain. If I'm missing 2 more. I didn't keep count. We just continued on. So 1, 2. I'll do that one here. 1, 2. I'll do that one here. It'll fit in the end. I can see clearly now there's a blue sky. I think it's very scary how much they're actually being big brothering us with the surveillance. And I think a lot of people are just like sort of unknowingly accepting it without actually realizing how much of a violation of your privacy it really is. And 2, but I don't think that there's any way that we can get away from it. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. This is 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. So that's lovely. So this is 1, 2. That is weird. They are exactly like politicians. All the conversation, yes. That's what we'll go here. I mean, it's not that I so much. I mean, I don't really care if anybody hears what I say or whatever, because I mean, I'm online and I'm a public person in that way. Um, but it's the principle. I mean, I'm not saying anything wrong, but it's the principle of that surveillance. And this is what, I feel sometimes we're being brought back to some very, very dark times in the European history, like the Second World War, where people were listening to what their neighbors said and were, oh, yeah, I know, Ross, I haven't gotten it vectored and cleaned yet. I haven't actually gotten it scanned yet. That's what I'm trying to do this, finish this, so that I can start scanning. I have like a big backlog of things to scan. So it will be there. I just haven't gotten it done yet. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get this out of the way, because I want to do like a whole day to dedicate to scanning, because I have so much to scan from this book. But I just want to get those few ones that I'm still missing. I want to get them out of the way so that I can do my big scan in this book. So the next time I have to scan from this book would be when it's done, when it's absolutely finished. I think I don't know, but I think um, and when I do my scanning, the first one I'll scan will be Julie's, so that we can. I keep forgetting it. It's just because I have such a big pile, I think, that it sort of keeps getting pushed, because I just wanted to finish the last ones I had in the backlog here before I started the big scan, so I don't have a hole like in the middle of it. No, no. As soon as it gets posted, then I will, of course, you will. I'll write it on the Patreon group, and I'll also be. This is so cute. So I'm actually gonna make this one red, even though that it wasn't supposed to be, but it will be. This is just a sweetheart. Yeah. See if I don't really make a decision on that. I'll be going out there, but I'll also be going down. So it will be there, and hopefully soon. I mean, if I just in minutes to get the last ones done here, so that I have like at least August complete. Um, what happened here? I mean, I won't be starting to scan from September. I will just scan till the end of August. Oh, that's wonderful, Ross. I'm so happy to hear too. Bye. Dubai. I'm happy to hear that. I always get worried when people are that I know are living in a zone where there's horrible weather going on. I do know that a few times there's been horrible storms in Taiwan and also in the Philippines where Alfred lives. I'm always so scared for the people that I know there. But I'm scared for everyone, but when you know people there, then it's even more of an element of worry, because you don't want anything to happen to anyone, but you're even more worried when you got people that you know living in the areas. It's just horrible. Red like that stuff. Yeah, they got hit hard. Yeah, they'll need a lot of assistance. It's horrible. You see people, because it's their lives that are crumbling around them. It's just horrid. It's scary. Because you think about how little we are and how vulnerable we are in the eye of, of nature, and how unforgiving nature can be. I always praise myself lucky that I do live in a country where we don't have, to date, not the biggest natural disasters, and that's really, yeah, because it's so worrying. It must be a huge load on one's shoulders to live in a place where earthquakes and hurricanes and all that really come through on on a permanent basis. That is scary, especially to someone like me who has never lived in a country where there were these extreme weather situations. Yeah, those cruise lines. Yeah, if they want to keep on. When we got the green going in here. Oh, this is a pretty green. Also another beautiful combination. Isn't that just wonderful? Beautiful colors. I'm really happy with this combo as well. It turned out so pretty. Look at that. Really beautiful. And I need this one. And then when you think of the richness of the world, it should be fairly easy to actually provide the support that disaster zones need, especially when you think about how much different countries are using on military budgets. Like where I was thinking, like in Denmark, they ordered some bomber planes, and I was just like, first of all, we are a tiny, tiny nation. Why should we use billions of dollars on bomber planes? Uh, I mean, those money could be spent so much better elsewhere. You know, I mean, if instead of investing in weapons, and if you then invested in the countries that need help, then maybe you could stop the wars. If you invest in the people who need food, clothes, and better conditions, maybe you can stop the wars. Maybe instead of investing in warfare, we invested in things that would help around the world, and some of those issues might disappear, the ones that we need the warfare for, you know. But that's not where the financial interests lay. Because if the financial interests were there, then that's what would be happening. It's really quite ugly. Yeah, it's because men with small run the country. Yeah, I think it's an interesting thought because those money that are spent on weapons and warfare material could probably be spent and make a lot more use in helping out in the countries that need the help. Then maybe we'd be rid of a lot of other problems in connection with helping them out so that they have a decent lives in their countries. And there's enough resources in the world to do that, but that is not a priority because there is actually financial interest in keeping them under the foot, so to speak. And that's sad. It's sad. It's a change of attitude. Attitude that's needed. Maybe to see the world as a whole and not as a series of little entities. And I think, for instance, we have problems with people from Eastern Europe coming up here to beg and to rob, and that's because their conditions in their country are appalling. If the EU had made sure that they had good conditions in the countries before they put them in the EU, then we wouldn't be having these issues. We wouldn't. They would have stayed in their homes if they had good conditions in their country. So here we go. Look at those colors. Aren't they just mesmerizing? So let's see. Got this one. That's one. I think that's the last one. Or is there one more? Yep, I think when I got that one, then I'm up to date. I think so. Let's just make sure. Yes, this is the last one. When I got this one, so here we go. So we're gonna, here we got yellow, orange, purple, blue, and brown. That's the three colors. So let's see. YR23 and PB75 and BR94. Maybe we shouldn't discuss politics, just general world situation and to help each other out. I think going into specifics of politics can be a danger zone that we don't need. Everybody has different opinions, and that's allowed. So as long as we can just respect each other and understand that we come from different places, and also, there's a reason why there's certain areas in my country where I wouldn't want to live with my child because I know that it would be hell to live there. I don't want her to grow up in a place like that. I don't want to live in the ghetto anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that's just the way it is. Simple. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think this is the last one. Then I will have, then I'll be up to date in this book. You can check after I finish. 1, 2. Do this one here. Make the tiny stuff of the nose. 1, 2. 1, 2. Because a lot of our experiences also exactly go on where we live, how we see the problems and what we've experienced. And for instance, 1, 2, when I say to them at the place where they can give you apartments that I don't want to live in a ghetto, then they think that I'm being, spoiled, that I'm acting like a spoiled brat. 1, 2, but I'm not. I'm acting from the experience of having lived and gone to school in a place with ghettos and gone to school in a school with severe problems with foreigners or second and third generation immigrants. And I, for nothing in the world, want my daughter to go through that experience that I had. 1, 2, because it's way worse now than it was back then. And back then it was bad. So I can't even begin to fathom what she would have to go through if she had to go to a school where 70% of the pupils were second generation immigrants. I don't want her to be in a place like that because I knew that it was hell for me, and I just don't want that to happen to my daughter. And I think that's fair enough, but somebody's ringing on the doorbell. I'm gonna go have a look because it sounded like it's right outside the door. 1 second, I'll be back. Probably there's somebody leaning on the doorbell. That happens a lot. That they lean on the doorbell. But it can be quite disturbing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry. 1, 2. At least it wasn't straight outside the door. I was worried that somebody was standing outside the door and had gotten all the way in. But there wasn't anything there. 1, 2. Maybe because my dad ain't gonna notice that somebody's bleeping on the door, is he? He ain't gonna notice nothing. 1, 2. It's just me here. The chair's asleep. And that might as well be 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we're going to just look through 1, 2. I feel like looking through it. 1, 2, to see if there's any I missed. One, 2. I don't think there is. This one here. It'd be really nice to know that I'm up to date and I can start scanning. That would be so cool. And I would be like, oh yes, I'm not behind. I would really love that. So that was the orange, yellow, red 23. That's very orange. Then we got the purple. Yeah. And that goes right there. And this goes there. There. So I think we're going right here. There. There. Let's also get us back together and call my church friend that we were on holiday with. Call her to hear if she's coming home for her daughter's birthday, so that I can offer her that she can stay here while she's here. I promised her that. I haven't heard from her since she left for France. So I hope she's alright. Oh, you had corn in the cup for dinner. I love corn in the cup. So we got this one going here. And going here. And we got this one going there. Like that. And the orange will be here. Oh, this is beautiful, these two. The purple and the orange, they just look beautiful together. Beautiful colors. Then we're going to here and here. So beautiful. Going right there. There. This one. I love this. It's just beautiful together, these two colors. And we've got this one going here. Here. I love it. This color combo is turning, I mean, all the color combos are turning out brilliant in this book. Yeah, I do that too. I do the 3 minutes. Yeah, it slips out. That like microwaving it is the best trick I ever saw. Or do it, it just works so good. It works great. I just put butter on it. Butter and salt. Salt and butter, and it's just perfect. I love corn on the cob. So, it would be very disappointing if I look through and I find some missing that I had forgotten or something like that. Then I think it should be before the 17th. But we'll have a look just to make sure that I can actually start scanning tomorrow. Because it takes a long time to scan. When I can upload them tomorrow, then release up to date. At least on this part. Also because this one is easier to keep up to date with because they're more tinier than the biggie ones. There we go. That's beautiful colours as well. Really fits like really nicely. Yeah, the husk keep it moist. Oh, your Copics arrived. Congratulations, you just got Copics. Oh my, now you're just like, yippity, yippity, yippity. I can understand that. I know that feeling when they arrive and you open them and you look at them and you're like, oh my, I love them. UPS man with Copics. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Congratulations on receiving them. I bet you. Yeah, I'm happy for you too. You will love them. I love mine, that's for sure. So this one should be the last of my backlog. And I'll be up to date. That being said, then I would have done seven backlogs, or six maybe. No, because I also did the one from yesterday. So that's seven, but I did that at the same time as I did the new one for today. But isn't that just pretty? These three colors go really well too. Amazing, isn't it? So here this brown worked really fine in this combination. That's why I like these also, because I wouldn't have taken the brown if I made a combo. I probably would have taken this brown. I could have put purple and orange because I like purple and orange together. Purple and yellow I also like together. But this light purple and this orange are just that beautiful. And then with this reddish brown, it just makes a really wonderful combo. So another good one. So yeah, let them sit. And if you get a blobbing issue, just pull off the tips on both ends and leave it laying down for a little while to even out the pressure. That's what it says on the page. So let's have a look here. Let's just have a little flip through to see if I got something missing. So, so that's the colors we used. So this was the This was New Year's Eve that we did this. That was the Ecoline brush pens. Also Ecoline here. Tiger Marcus, Sharpies. Sharpies. Wow, they're really pretty. And we got Pro Marcus here. 3 picks of Pro Marcus. Also 2 times Pro Marcus there. We got Tigers here. Pro Marcus here. And there's a blind pick with 16 color brushes. Real brushes. Then we got tigers and tigers. And we also got tiger. This is the stars. They're so pretty. That's my first Copics, the Copics Chow that I also got from Julie. They're really beautiful, also in them. Then we got Chromargas, we got Ecolamins, we got Tigers, and both. Here it's also Tiger Marcus on both of them, and also Tiger. We've got Chromargas here, that's a beautiful one. Papa Castell Pit Artist, Tigers, Chromargas, 12 bits of Chromargas. This is a very light one. And also Chromargas, beautiful combo with that olive green with the pink and the light blue and the beige. Then we got Chromargas here, soft green, yellow and cardinal red, also absolutely gorgeous. This is also Chromargas, both of them. Got Chromargas here and there and here. That's also a Chromarga. And here is Chromargas. Really beautiful. This totem turned out just wonderful. And here is Chromargas. Just beautiful. I love this little one with the teddy in the belly. Also Chromargas here. We've got tigers over there. Chromargas. A citrusy page with Chromargas. This is also a beautiful Chromarga combo. And also Chromargas here. Chromargas. That's why they're running out. And here, yeah, also Chromargas. And here also, this is also beautiful. There's the Buttercup Arctic Blue, Midnight Blue, Picture Pink, and Maroon. Just an awesome combo. Leaf green, pastel blue, and sandstone. Also awesome. Also Chromargas. That's also beautiful. That yellow really turned gold next to the blue and brown. And here, also Chromargas. Chromargas, Tiger Margas. Chromargas. And this one, I'm not sure which ones these are. If they are, maybe Touch 5 or something else. These are Chromargas, so you can see on the color. These are Chromargas, and these are Chromargas. And here, and that's Tiger. Chromargas. Yeah, there's a lot of Chromargas. This is Ecoline brush pens. And they are like very wet, so it's a little bit more bubbly. And then there's a Chromargas and Tiger. And we got Tiger, Chromargas. Beautiful. Then we got from that's Faber Castells. These there you can also feel like a little bit of texture because they're also water based, like the Equalines. That's Pearl Margus, Cocoa Amber, and Cool Grey. It's a beautiful combo. Then we got Sick Clean Brush here and Tiger Margus there. Pearl Margus. Also Blind Pick Pearl Margus. That's a really beautiful blind pick, isn't it? Another Pearl Margus. Wow. And this is Equalines. Tiger Margus. Pearl Margus. Pearl Margus. Tigers. Pearl Margus. Chameleons here. Pearl Margus here. I should take the chameleons out a bit more, shouldn't I? Thank you, Beth. Pearl Margus, they're so beautiful. And you have to think most of these are blind picks. This is Tiger Margus, light blue to light turquoise. That's pretty too. And this is Pearl Margus. Oh yeah, that's the Spectrum Noirs, the pinks in the Spectrum Noir. And here we got Touch 5. And this is Pearl Margus again. And this I think was also Pearl Margus. And we got Faber Castell Artist Kit Pen. And we got Pearl Margus again here. And we got Star Vibe here. Hi Chris. Then we got, what's this? I don't remember what that is. That is probably also Pearl Margus. This is Style Clouds. Maybe that was Style Cloud 2. Yeah, I think it's Style Cloud. This is also very pretty. And this is Style Clouds. The Elvis Weirdie and his slightly bored me. Look at it. This is Faber Castell Pit Artist Big Brush. Here we got Equalines. Here we got Line Pick Style Clouds. Here we got Faber Castell. Rip Color Markers. That's the ones that I got from Heather, that Heather sent me. That's a present from Heather, they're there. Then I got Style Clouds. This is Tiger Margus. And this is Tiger Margus, a light rainbow and Tiger Margus, and then the greys are Spectrum Noirs. That's also very pretty. Then we got Tiger Margus and Spectrum Noir over here. No, I actually think both of them are Spectrum Noirs that we had picked up. Then here we got that must be Style Clouds too. And these are Style Clouds. The day my duvet burned. So that was in the 3rd of May. And I just this week got my new duvet. So it's been almost 4 months. Yeah. The day my duvet burned. And this is Tiger Margus. Tiger Margus. I love black, white, and red in combination. It's such a nice combo. Then we got Tiger Margus here. We got Tiger Margus, a Sick Clean Brush. And then we got Style Clouds here. That's such a cute owl, this one. Style Clouds. It's such a cutie, this one, but they're both great. Sign Margus. It was my first live and new workspace. Best Mom's Day ever. Got Spectrum Noirs here. We've got Tigers here. And then we've got Style Cloud Blind Pick here. And we've got Tiger Margus here. This is also Tiger Marcus. Tiger Marcus. It is a long time. And this is also Tiger Marcus, both of them. Tiger Marcus. Tigers. And then we got Tiger Marcus here. And Tiger Marcus here. Citrusy combo. This one is so pretty as well. And that one must be Starflowers. I'm not quite sure. This one also, yes. Starflower. And also Starflower here. Tigers. That's when my dad came home from the hospital. And Starflowers. That's Tigers. It's Tiger Marcus. It's Ecoline. Brush pen. It's also Ecoline here. Prismacolors. Prismacolor Premiere. I have a set of 12 of those. They're really nice, but they're also really pricey if you want the full set. But they're good. This is Spectrum Noirs and the Ecoline here. Starfire. Both of them. Also Starfire. Tigers. Tiger. Spectrum Noir and Tiger. And we've got Ecoline brush pen. And this one is a Tiger Marcus. And this one must be Starfire. And Tigers. Tigers. Tiger. Rainbow. That's also Tiger Marcus. That's Pro Marcus. This is also Pro Marcus. This is also Pro Marcus. And this is Faber Castell Kid Artist Brush. And this one is a tiger and a chameleon. So that was a blue, red, and white. And I made there because I wasn't live on the 4th of July, so I made this one on the 2nd of July. And we got pick up here with Tiger Marcus and the Pastel Rainbow. We got this one with Starfires, Tiger Marcus, Tiger. And we got Ecoline Brush Pen and Tigers. And these must be the Ecoline Brush Pens again. And Tigers. I can touch them and feel it. I can touch it, I don't know which ones it is. This is not Tigers, this is Starfire. This is Tiger. And this is Tiger. This is Tiger and this is Starfire. Yeah. Tiger. Starfire. And here we got the Faber Castells. They always have sort of a pastel look. And also here is the Faber Castell. Here is this is actually, I think, the Chen House. Yeah, I think this is the Chen House. And this is also Chen House. This is the Copics. This is the last set of Copics that I got. And these are Copics here. And down here we got Starfire. And then we got, I don't remember what this one is. This is Tiger, but this one I'm not sure. I think that might be the new Chen House. These are the Chen House, and these are the Chen House. These are Copics. Chen House. That's also Chen House. This is also Chen House. This one is also Chen House. This is Chen House of today. These are Copics. These are the tin house of today. And this is tin house, and this is Copics. First time that I cut up with Copics in here. And this is Copic. This is Copic. And this is tin house. This is Tigers. Tin house. That's the last one I made now. And here we got tin house as well. And here, that's tin house. Perfect sketch. Yeah. We got Ecoline brush pens and big tip. This is playing around with tiger markers and tip to tip blending. And here we got Copics. Here we got Chenhao and one tiger. And down here we got, that's also Chenhao's. And this is also Chen. No, that's Moritz. That's the new set that I also got. I have to use them more because, you know, now I've been using the others. And I have them right in front of me right here. And this is Chenhao Blind Pink, I think. Then we got this one. Also Chenhao, I think. Big pigs, blind pigs, and that's probably also Chenhao. We got this one. And that one. That's pretty, isn't it? Tiger Margus. Chenhao. And these are Chenhao's. That's from today. So yeah, I'm all caught up because this is too old. So yeah, I'm caught up. I'm not missing a thing. So that's pretty much how far we are in the book now. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? We come a long way. So that's it from me today. Have a great evening. And I'll see you not tomorrow, but Sunday. So, bye-bye. Thank you. Hi, friend. I just finished off, and I'm all up to date in the mini Weirdie book. So, I'm a happy camper. So, thank you all, and bye-bye. I'm finishing. Bye-bye. Sleep tight when you get there.